Hello, my name is Fabio Perry. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about finance and how it's essential for us to maneuver. At age 6 years old, I remember growing up and I used to see my dad write in his notebook just a whole bunch of numbers. And I'm just like, what are you doing? And he said that he's just logging his debits and his credits, seeing what he has spent, what he's allocated to his investments and all that. And I said, I want to learn how to budget. And that kind of inspired me to become more accountable. And finance is one of those topics that is kind of like a taboo in some cultures, mainly the African American community, where talking about your salary, learning how to budget, learning how to invest is something that's overlooked. And most people don't start early enough where they don't have enough for retirement and have to work longer, take on multiple jobs, and just to save up the amount of money that they could have made if they started a lot earlier. I think it's important for us to create systems that work best for us. I know starting up a business, many of us have things that we struggle with, whether it's writing, public speaking, financial literacy, management, all those different soft and hard skills. We may struggle with some of them, and we create businesses to help support what we have learned through trial and error. We use all of you as our clients to better ourselves and create systems to future proof you guys for whatever that you have going next. A lot of my clients come to me about wanting to start a podcast, wanting to get into film creation, how to get into choreography and all that. And everything starts with a business plan. And a huge part of the business plan is the financial piece. A lot of it is being able to understand that there will be highs and there will also be lows. Most likely there will be more lows than there are highs. But it's up to you to keep pushing yourself up to the next level. So I think it's essential for me to come up with concepts, whether it's learning how to budget, learning how to invest, and working with a ton of different companies, whether it's different banking institutions, CPAs, accountants, different brands like QuickBooks that I've been partnered with for the past 4 years, and being able to talk to them and asking them questions like, what do you feel like most business owners struggle with when they first get started? And a lot of them say that they end up buying a vehicle or buying a location without having the funds. And a lot of them end up foreclosing because they don't have enough to sustain. And they still end up with those bills because they took out a loan. And loans, for people that don't know, is money that you have to give back. And people don't understand the importance of doing fundraising, crowdfunding, grants. And grants, for people that don't know what a grant is usually access to financial resources to serve for a certain purpose. So if you have a grant for salary, it can only be used on salary. If you have a grant for equipment, it can only be used for equipment in that industry. And you have to itemize everything. And like I said, everything goes to that financial piece of that business plan. So highlighting all those points, I want to encourage all of you to come to my upcoming webinar on May 2nd at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. It's called Building Ownership Through Money Management. It will be an hour event, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. If you have a ton of questions that you want to get answered, I have one of my clients that I've been working with for the past 4 years. Her name is Pamela Kelly. She runs a company called I Prep to Thrive, and it's a financial literacy program where she teaches people systems such as 5, 10, 10, 75 on how to budget, save, invest, and donate to different charities, and being able to maneuver because she went through similar situations as us, especially during the pandemic, where we lost our jobs, didn't know what to do, and learning how to make hard decisions, financial decisions that can propel us to the future, hopefully to help us or sometimes reset us. And if we learn how to delegate and learn how to maneuver money a lot better and being comfortable with sharing our ideas and our knowledge, we will advance a lot faster, you know? So this is an event that you don't want to miss. The link will be on Eventbrite and also in the description down below. Like I said, you don't want to miss out on this. It's going to be me and her speaking, and we're going to be helping you out with financial tips, advice, learning new vocabulary, and you just have to have the willingness to learn. Being able to push beyond your limit. I know talking about finance can be overwhelming. There might be people that have higher salary than you. There may be people that may not be working. There may be people that have multiple jobs. There might be single parents, whether it's a single mother or a single father. People getting out of college, learning how to pay off their student loans. We are all in financial hardship at one spectrum of another. So it's good that we're creating a community where we can help encourage you to advance your knowledge. Because not everyone was young like me asking about finance, you know? And sometimes we take it granted for being young children, being like sponges and learning to digest new information and taking on new responsibilities. Like, no kid wants to do chores, but when there's money involved, they're like, sure, I'll do it. And then learning how to pay for stuff your own, it gives you that type of fulfillment because you actually own something instead of someone giving it to you. So take everything that I said and look at life in a whole new lens. We are here to help. We are here to encourage. We are here to promote. This is a safe space. I love working with all my attendees. I have served 200 attendees so far in the past 4 years, going on 5. Thank you, Eventbrite, for helping me out so far. I have hosted 35 events. I can't believe it. I'm an introvert, so being able to create these webinar presentations has helped me get my confidence speaking in front of the camera, in front of public settings, not even including people that I have done at speaking engagements. I think there was 300 attendees. So that's actually 500 people that I have helped in the past. And it just gives me so much fulfillment that you guys are striving and pushing hard and maneuvering through tough times. Because if we don't start pushing ourselves and pushing ourselves beyond our limits and saying words like, I can't do this, this is not possible, and get that out of your mindset and thinking about, I can do this, I can be powerful, I can do all this, I am. Speak from the I am part. I always tell people about the Goals Pro technique, the concept that I created basically on productivity. And you always envision yourself as your future goal self, and everything that you're living through right now is you leading up to that point of you achieving that goal. And you're just recapping how you got there. So every day is a learning experience. Every day you're gonna make another dollar. Another day you're gonna do something else. You're gonna build new crafts. You're gonna build new businesses. You're gonna start investing. You're gonna get stocks, bonds, and all those great things. Just take this as an intro level curriculum right now, this webinar presentation, because I will have some other bigger platforms who are gonna be going further in depth on certain specific topics within finance. So I think it's important for you to learn the fundamentals so you can understand the vocabulary that is going to be spoken on throughout the segment. So I will see you guys in the next video. Definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel, B Perry Films Experience, TikTok and Instagram, B Perry Films, and Substack, B Perry Films Experience, and follow me on LinkedIn, Bobby L. Perry, where I promote so many great tools and resources. Like I said, I'm here to help and support all of you the best way that I can. See you next time.